superintendent for Valdosta State University, and we use floor prep for a lot of stuff. I had a supervisor call me the other day and say, well, what we gonna use for carpet spotter? We have a spot keep coming back. So I said, well, girl, just pour you some floor prep and a spray bottle. Spray that spot, then sit there for 5 minutes, and then work your machine, and then it's gonna come up. So I asked her yesterday, we was at a manager's meeting. I said, well, how did the spot come up? She said, oh, it's gone. I said, okay then. I mean, it really takes the dirt up out the floor. It takes the dirt from off tables, equipment, everything. We have a seal that y'all will see when they do the film for VSU. We're not supposed to mess with that seal because it's in the president area. And we have never cleaned that seal, but they wanted to clean. So my boss man sent me and one of the foreman tools told us to go clean it. So I was like, well, if it messes up, who gonna take the blame for it? So he said, well, we just gonna have to eat this one. I was like, well, okay then. So me and Willie Earl, we got down there and we was watching to see what's in anybody looking at us, and then we got down there with some floor prep and we start scrubbing it, and it came clean. So I could tell Willie, I said, we might be got ourselves some here. So I said, well, he said, well, who gonna say that they did? I said, well, we gonna take this one right here. We did. So we got down there and it brightened it up, it cleaned it, and it was so dirty. We didn't know so much dirt was down there. But Zing had helped us come along a lot and a long way. We don't strip floors anymore, we wash the floors. We take that floor prep, add the water, put it down in 5 minutes, run that auto scrub across it. I mean, it is good. We're not falling, just like Mark Stewart said. Workers' comp claim is down because we're not slipping. We don't have the students coming in falling anymore. So it has really been a big help to us. And Charles not paying me to say this. I mean, he's a good person because whenever I got something going on, I tell him, and he was like, well, what you need? And I tell him, well, I got this right here. We have a rubber track on the inside of our PE complex. And we've been trying to find a way to clean it. So he said, well, just use floor prep. We're using that floor prep. Jim got us a big tub, big garbage can. We put wheels on it. We rolling it, taking that floor prep, dumping, putting it on that track, and it's cutting time and everything. And it's getting the dirt up out of that track. It look good. So it does good. I mean, it's bought us. We do a lot of stuff with floor prep, and I'm glad it came on board.
How long does it take you to get our rooms ready and the dorms now?
Oh, and then in the dorms, I'm not the superintendent for the dorms, but the dorm superintendent, they use it for some of their floors, and they cut their time in half for the floors that they have for the VCT tile. So they stripped them, they washed them, they got them where they need to be at. And now, last time, they just went in there, mopped them, and buffed them out and kept going. So it's not long now, cut their time in half. But it's good now.
If you don't believe it, ask Ramona.
Yeah, we use it.
Let's give her a hand.
Vanessa, do you have anything you'd like to add to this?
No, she said it all.
She said it all. Floor prep, and there's no other chemical in the world. There's 125 patents on it. It washes the floor. It takes the embedded dirt out without removing any of the floor finish. It goes down 4 coats deep. And while I'm up here talking, Jack Clayson, come over here a minute. Jack is the environmental director, energy, Cochran County Schools. Now, I will say this. When Cochran County plays Camden County, I have never attended the football game. If I did, I would have to sit on the 50-yard line in the middle of the field, and they would never know which one I was pulling for. So, Jack, if you'd like to add a few words.
In the Coffee County school system, we've been very pleased with floor prep. It's, the past 4 or 5 summers, we've stripped hardly anything compared to what we used to. We used to strip every floor every summer and recoat 4 or 5 coats of wax. Now we're scrubbing the floors and putting a couple coats of wax on it. We're out of there. I went from 40 some odd people 2 summers ago, now I'm down to 20 people, and we're not actually having to work overtime at the end of the summer to try to get through. So it's saving us time, saving us money, and like Mr. Stewart said, we hadn't had a workers' comp claim in 2 years, and it was almost every summer we would have 2 or 3 where somebody would slip and fall and twist a knee, or even, we had one that hit the back of her head, fell right on her head, had to call an ambulance. It was a bad thing, and all that's gone now. So we love floor prep too.
This is star of the show.